something like that. Let's go and eat this person who's signalling for help. Om nom nom nom. Hello, I'm Ian. You're watching Pixels at Dawn, and today we're taking a look at Rampage on the Spectrum. Sometimes you've got to just plump for the big names, don't you? I think a lot of people have heard of Rampage. It's one of the well-known classics of the computer game era. Originally an arcade game, and by Midway, and successfully ported to many, many systems since then. So, let's jump right in, and we'll have a chat while I play. Sausage scam exposed. Job openings in the National Guard. Mayor speaks, this Rampage must stop. So Rampage, it's the old classic Kaiju game. You have 3 big Kaiju monsters, a big lizard, a werewolf and a giant gorilla, and you have to destroy the city, which we're doing quite successfully here. And also destroy the tanks, because why not? I'm playing George, the giant gorilla, and you know, it's going alright, bit of King Kong action. Hey! So what happens is you're happily trying to eat the city and all the people in it, but because it's America, they're grabbing all the spare grenades and small arms at their disposal to try and take you down. And it's as simple as that, really. You can eat things that you find in the buildings. Sometimes they'll be good for you, sometimes they'll be bad. But you just progress through the levels and away you go. So that's a little summary for people who don't know Rampage, but I suspect most of you do. I think it was a pretty good port on the Spectrum, to be honest. Woman finds lake to be radioactive. Mayor speaks as Rampage must stop. Job openings in the National Guard. I think they have a bit of slow news day because there's a lot of repeated news articles. A toilet, I don't really want that. So it was pretty good to port on the Spectrum, and the nice thing was that it allowed you to play 3 players simultaneously, so each of you could take control of one of the Kaijus, which made it pretty exciting, actually. Pretty competitive as well. At the moment, the computer is playing the other 2 Kaijus fairly badly, as you can see there, as Lizzie plummets off the top of a building. But, I don't know, it's one of those classic games that really has a very simple gameplay, but just a lot of fun in the process. I'm not doing particularly well here, because I'm not concentrating that hard. Yeah, it was originally, as I say, created by Midway on the arcade, and it was ported by Catalyst coders onto the Spectrum, and published by Activision in 1987. But, interestingly, it had a bit of a simplified plot on the Spectrum. In the original, the 3 different mutated monsters had 3 different sort of origins, which you can actually still see in the news articles. Still reference some of the things, even though the storyline is changed. But in the original, each of the different unfortunate souls was mutated by a different chemical mistake. Lizzie was mutated by a radioactive lake, George by an experimental vitamin, and Ralph by a food additive. But in the Spectrum version, in the inlay to that one, all our protagonists were happily digging into their big muck burgers, and those unexpected food additives caused them to mutate into these interesting Kaiju monsters. But, you know, it's a pretty simple game. Is it the best port? Probably not. But it's an accomplished port. It's pretty enjoyable. It works pretty damn well. And maybe you've played it on the Spectrum. Maybe you played it on the Amiga or PC, Amstrad, C64. It's been on so many different systems. And there's been sequels to it now as well. World Tour was one of them. Ultimate Destruction, I think the other one was called. There's all sorts going on. And there's even a film in production. Has been in production for some time. I don't know. Maybe that could work. But maybe not. I don't know. You never know with these computer games. They seem to for some reason, go for the really old games that, I don't know, maybe the film execs have heard of because they're getting to that kind of age now. But the ones that don't tend to have really any plot associated to them at all, so it's never going to work. I mean, you just got to look at Battleship. I mean, obviously that was a board game, but still, not great. So yeah, arcade ports on the Spectrum could go two ways, really. I mean, sometimes they would be, you know, pretty decent and take into account the limitations the Spectrum had. And I think Rampage did that pretty well. I mean, you got the sort of colourful buildings and the pretty well animated and detailed player characters, but didn't go too far. Sometimes your arcade ports would just try and be... Oh, blimey. That fell down pretty quick. Sometimes your arcade ports would just try and be, you know, pixel perfect, and generally that didn't work that well because the Spectrum didn't have the power to be pixel perfect, and neither did a lot of different formats at the time until we were starting to get into sort of late 16-bit formats and things like that. Lizzie's about to go, I think. Oh, rubbish. Jumped off inadvertently. Let's go and eat this person who's signalling for help. Nom 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 nom. Human bones, they're good for you. Pretty quiet, no music unfortunately. I can't remember whether there was any music in the original arcade game. I have played it on numerous occasions, but I'm not sure. Oops, I fell. Whoops. Still got plenty of health left though, so we should be able to get a fair bit further. I also played this on the Amiga, but I don't know, didn't really do it for me, the Amiga version. For some reason. Don't know why. One of the things I liked to do in my youth was climb to the top of the building as it was getting destroyed and jump off at the very last moment. Just to prove my amazing gaming skills. Not done that recently. Not sure I could pull it off, but we'll see. Oh. I'm not quite sure how I destroyed that helicopter, but I'll take it. Oh, I want to see if I can climb to the top of the building when this goes down. Come on. Climb! Jump! Ah! Fail! Fail! Well, that's all the buildings on this level done. No. Get off. Double buildings and the National Guard. Woman finds late to be radioactive. See, there's the Lizzie one, and there's the experimental vitamin one as well, because those are taken from the original game because of the port. I can't see me doing this level on my own. The problem is when there's only one of you left, you get all the focus from all the gun-toting Americans, which aren't very keen on you smashing up their city. So you have to eat them. Because that's the way of things. I'm not quite sure whether you can eat flowers. Let's have a look. Seems to be happy enough with it. Usually you get a bit of a grimace if it's something maybe they didn't want to eat, like a car battery or whatever. I thought I'd done enough to take that down, but apparently not. Let's go and eat these guys over here. Should make life a little easier for us. There's definitely a lot of things to eat to up your strength, and it definitely pays to do so, because the constant bombardment you have from helicopters and gun-toting citizens definitely wears your health down quickly. Not much more to say about Rampage. It's such a simple concept. It takes you back to the old Kaiju movies, your Godzillas and King Kongs, all those sorts of things. And really, it's nice to be able to be the kind of the bad guy for a change. I don't know, are you the bad guy? I mean, it's not your fault you got turned into a kaiju. I'm not sure how many levels there are. I've got a fair way through the game, but I'm not sure. There goes that building. I didn't even have to be on it. Let's give this a good old punching. See, the skilled Rampage player does the sideways punching and the diagonal punching to get as much destruction per square foot as you possibly can. And punch, take out that helicopter. Nobody shall escape my wrath. See, if they wanted to go full on kaiju, I suppose they could put some Japanese people shouting over the top of it and stuff, running around the bottom of the buildings. But I guess they were going for an Americanized version of it. Maybe so. I'm doing a lot better than I usually do here. We should get to the next level here. I don't know, the people attacking you is randomised, I think, so sometimes there's an element of luck involved. But you can, when you're playing it multiplayer, go and punch people off buildings just to be irritating. And, you know, that's what multiplayer games are about. Trolling each other. What else have we got? Let's get up here. Oh, and there we go. That's the last building in this area. Oh, took a bit of damage there. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Next level, please. Let's see if we get any new news articles. Quite piercing news bulletin sounds there. Oh, something coming out this window. No, thank you. You can just punch the windows to stop people emerging. That's your pro strats there. That's just a person. Oh no, they've got grenades. Well, we'll have none of that. I will eat you. Get this building down. I can't see me surviving this level. There's just too much going on. Too much. I am but one gorilla. I think they're making another King Kong movie. Oh yeah, they're making the prequel, aren't they? Skull Island. I'm in two minds about that. I'm not quite sure that can work. I mean, I thought the King Kong remake, the Peter Jackson one, was pretty good. I quite enjoyed that. It was maybe a bit overlong, but you know, it worked. It definitely had the visuals, and I do like me a bit of Jack Black, so can't complain about that. And a bit of Naomi Watts. Let's not forget a bit of Naomi Watts. Never did anybody any harm. I've destroyed about as much of that building as I can without getting this one out of the way in front. Come on. How much longer can I go? Oops, jumped into the helicopter. Hey! I can't get to that guy because he's in the middle of the building. Difficulty. Jump. That's that one. And we'll get this one as well. Once that rubble has disappeared. There we go. Only required one more punch. I can't see me surviving this. Oh, I dropped. Almost out of health. Come on, let's get this one done. Before that guy kills me. Come on. Have to be careful punching right near the bottom when it's about to go down. Oh no, I have reverted into my naked self. And that's the end of Rampage. That's the end of me. Hope you enjoyed that. Nice bit of kaiju action. So, thanks for joining me. I've been Ian. You've been watching Pixels at Dawn. And we will smash up Manhattan or another nameless American city next time. Bye.